Chipotle chilies provide just the right amount of heat and a hint of smokiness, which makes them a perfect pairing for today's fiesta of flavors, my beef birria tacos with smoky green salsa. I'm Chef Heidi Fink, and that's what we're cooking on the coast. Welcome to the kitchen. Today we are inspired by Mexico, and I have a special guest with me in the kitchen, Israel Alvarez from Maíz Nixtamal here in Victoria. He is an expert in corn tortillas, salsa, everything Mexican, and he's here to help us out. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me again.
Absolutely. Oh yes, that's right. Last season I went to his store in Chinatown.
That's right.
And you showed me how you made your tortillas, and you gave me some super delicious tacos.
Oh, we'll do it again.
Yes, I'm excited about that. So, can we get started?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna show everybody how to make birria or barbacoa beef tacos, which is like a stewed beef, and then you're gonna show us how to make some salsa afterwards.
Right.
But first I'm gonna start with sauteing some onion and garlic. So I just have a very rough chopped onion and some peeled garlic. If the garlic is big, you can cut them in half, but you can just leave them whole. A couple tablespoons of oil. I'm using avocado oil. You could use olive oil, whatever you want. And you just want to get that nice and hot. Luckily, I already had the pot going. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to splash you, Israel. So we're gonna saute that, bring it up some color. It's gonna take just a couple of minutes. And then I'm gonna measure out the spices that I'm gonna use. So we need 4 teaspoons of cumin powder. And then we need 3 teaspoons of Mexican oregano. And I always like to just crush that up in my hands to help, release the flavor. Do you always do this as well?
That's way Mexican to do it like this.
Yeah, to do it like that. Do you do it like right in the pot?
Right in the pot.
Oh yeah. I like to pre-measure. And then this is a secret, half a teaspoon of ground cloves. Just gives this like extra amazing flavor. And then we also want to put some chili powder in there. So I am going to use chili powder from the grocery store, just any old chili powder. But Israel is unimpressed, and he thinks we should use some chilies from his store. So we're going to show you how to do both ways. And if you want to go down to his shop or a specialty shop, that you can buy some of these dried chilies. You bring these in from Mexico, yeah?
That's right, yeah.
Which type is this one?
This is ancho.
So
we got
you're going to show us how to use that.
Yeah, we got the chili ancho. You just need a hot pan and basically just put it in a hot pan.
Yeah.
You can use your
tongs or flipper.
You can use this one.
Oh, okay.
And then you want to make sure that the oils and the fragrance of the chilies are coming out, so you have a lot of flavor after.
And how long do you do that for?
About 30 seconds, and then they'll become very flexible.
Oh yeah, I see
like
that.
pliable.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes they puff. And you can probably start smelling all this.
Yeah, it smells amazing in here.
Like a raisin flavors, sweet flavors in here.
We put it in like a little bowl, right?
Yeah, and then you put it in a bowl, and then all you need to do is cut the stem.
Okay. Do you keep the seeds in there?
Yeah, you can keep the stems, but basically we're gonna get this out of the way.
Okay.
Boom, and then right here, and then just hot water.
I happen to have some pre-boiled water.
I want to stir this away.
Thank you. And just enough to cover, right?
Just enough to cover, and then you can just cover it for about, let's say, 5-10 minutes until they're very, very soft.
Okay.
And then you can blend it with garlic, onions, other spices. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do for this recipe is I'm going to use 4 teaspoons of chili powder. So chili powder does have some ground chilies in it. It's mostly made up of ground chilies, but it also usually has a few other ingredients, like maybe some salt, maybe some cumin powder. But it is the easiest thing to find. And I've made this recipe both ways, and it turns out really, really well. I don't know if you agree, maybe?
I agree.
You agree? Yeah, there we go, there we go. So if you were to make this with this fresh chili, I think 1 or 2 of these.
1 or 2 of those for sure. Yeah. Maybe some guajillos.
Oh yeah, guajillos. So there's many different types that you can buy, right? We got guajillo, what else? Ancho.
Ancho, we got moritas, we got pasillas at the store.
Right.
You can find a whole variety of dry peppers at the store.
Okay. That's great, because a lot of us, we just buy like chili powder. We don't even know what type of chili. It doesn't even tell us what type of chili is in there.
Great.
Okay, so the next thing we need is this just needs to soften, maybe get a little bit of color. It doesn't need to brown heavily. We're just trying to cook it a little bit. Then what I do is I add all of the spices, and this helps bring out the flavor, okay? And you just want to saute that for maybe like 30 seconds.
That smells.
Yeah, you like the smell? I know, that's actually my favorite part about cooking, I think, is the smell. Although then the smell just gets in your hair. That's the other thing. Okay, so I'm just like making sure that's really nice and aromatic. Then we're gonna add a cup of either water or beef broth. So I just have some water here, but if you have beef broth, that's good. So this is 2 cups. I'm just gonna add a cup. I always like to have extra just in case. Thank you. It's so handy having another person in the kitchen. Stirring, I don't need to stress about stirring. The other thing we're gonna add is apple cider vinegar. And you can use another type of vinegar as well, but I really like this, and it adds acidity. So I already have some measured. I'm just gonna top it up because I don't have quite half a cup. Okay. And then we also need some salt in there. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And then the other secret ingredient for me, and this is something I do especially when I have a hard time finding a bunch of dried chilies, or I'm just doing this in a hurry, is something called chipotle chili in adobo. So we need 6 whole chipotle chilies and some of the sauce. So I might, if I had some of these dried chilies, I might use a few more of those and then a few less chipotles. So I usually do about 6 or 7, and then some of the sauce, and that goes in here as well. All right. And then what we have to do from here is we have to just puree that. Now, do you sell chipotles at your store as well, or no?
Yeah, we have morita peppers.
Oh, morita, okay.
Which are a type of jalapeno that is smoked with mesquite wood.
Oh.
And that gives you that barbecue flavor.
Oh, that's amazing.
So good.
That is amazing. I should use those next time. I'm just trying to make this pureed. So you could do this in a blender, obviously. I just like to save dishes. I didn't mean to splash you. We're in the splash zone.
Splash zone. Oh, it smells so good.
It does smell good. One advantage of doing it in a big blender is you can usually get it a bit more smooth, but this definitely works. So we're gonna bring that up to a simmer. I'm just gonna put this in the sink. We're gonna bring that up to a simmer, and then I need to go to the fridge and grab the beef. So I always use kind of a more tough, flavorful cut of meat for this, like chuck steak, chuck roast, pot roast, brisket. That's kind of how you would do it.
Yep.
Have you is there another type of steak you've used with it?
Chuck is really good.
Yeah. It's got a lot of connective tissue, like the good connective tissue, and it's got a lot of gelatin and fat in there. So right now, it's gonna look, so I just dumped that all in there. So what I've done, there's a string. So what I did was I got a pot roast, and then we cut it into kind of smaller pieces. You don't want to cut it into like stew chunks, but just into smaller pieces, because if you had like a whole pot roast, it would just take like hours and hours. This, as it is probably going to take about 3 hours to cook properly. Now you could totally do this in a slow cooker or an Instapot. I'm just gonna do this. So if you do this on the stovetop on low, it takes between 3 and 4 hours until the meat's just, you're just able to start shredding it apart.
That's right.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring that up to a simmer and stick around. We're gonna make this beef into delicious tacos, but first we're on the road.
Cooking on the Road is brought to you by Whisk Victoria, the small but mighty kitchen gadget store for every home chef.
Hey guys, look where I am, Jones BBQ. I'm super excited to be here. I heard it's awesome. Let's go meet the owner, Chris.
Welcome to Jones BBQ.
I'm excited to be here.
Let's have a look at the smokers.
These are huge.
Yes, so this is a 1,000-gallon propane drum that we cut up. So we've got 3 doors on it, and then we welded a firebox to it.
Wow.
The smoke passes underneath the entire chamber.
Okay.
And then comes up through here, and then comes across all our meat, and then out the chimney right there.
Okay, this is genius.
I wouldn't really call it genius. It's been about 150 years of this in Texas.
Okay.
It's pretty simple backyard stuff. So we burn mostly alder, maple, and oak. We're trying to recreate you know, like post oak and hickory and things like that from the south that we don't get up here in Canada.
Right.
Here we have a 40-foot shipping container, which we've converted to our smokehouse kitchen. So we do all of our sausage production, clean all our meats, briskets. We finish our meats in here in an oven as well. And so this kitchen is dedicated solely to the smokehouse.
Oh man, this is my fantasy, having 2 separate kitchens.
Yeah, it's pretty nice for sure.
Well, I'm excited to see the process from start to finish. Can I see that?
Absolutely, yeah. Let's cook a brisket.
All right, awesome.
Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna trim some of the fat off it.
Okay.
We wanna make it so this brisket has a nice even layer of fat on top. Some areas it's a little deeper, some areas it's a little thinner.
Right, okay.
So, because when it's finished, we want it to slice and have that perfect 1/4 inch of fat on it. So now we're gonna rub the brisket. We're gonna get our spice rub here.
Oh, it smells amazing. I mean, I imagine it's gonna smell even more amazing after it comes out of the
Yeah, it gets
smoker.
better, that's for sure. This is where we're at after about 8 hours in the smoker.
Oh, wow.
What we're really looking for is that bark to set.
Right.
So you can see it's setting really nicely.
Do you have any ready that we can try?
Yes, we sure do. It's lunchtime and we got some brisket ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm here in the kitchen. I've got my bib on and I'm ready to try some brisket. And you've got a bunch of other things for me to try, right?
Sure do, yeah. We're gonna build Mama Jones platter.
Okay.
Which is, it says feeds 2, but realistically it probably feeds 4 people.
Oh, wow, okay. Oh, man. Oh, wow.
There we go.
Oh,
so that's our Mama Jones platter there.
I love how it's just falling off the bone.
Then we're gonna try the Grandpa Jones sandwich, and it's our sandwich that has pork butt, brisket, sausage, coleslaw, pickles on it. It's a pretty good stack.
Wow, okay.
Right.
I'm glad I've got my bib on.
All right, here's lunch, Heidi.
Oh, wow.
We've got our Grandpa Jones sandwich. We've got some pit beans for you and some banana pudding for dessert.
Oh, I love banana pudding.
Right.
Oh, man. Okay. Oh, that's incredible. Oh my gosh, this is so good, you guys. I don't know if I can eat all this, but I'm gonna give it a try.
I understand, I won't take offense. Really appreciate you coming down.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for showing us around. I will be back.
Sounds good. We'll see you here.
Thank you. Welcome back. I'm in the kitchen with Chef Israel Alvarez from Mais Nix Tamal, and I'm so excited about our taco face-off. Mexican tacos versus Canadian tacos.
Let's do it.
So you're gonna show us how to make a salsa?
Just a quick salsa.
Okay.
We're gonna roast it. We're gonna show you a couple tricks. So for most people, they wanna do charring, but they don't wanna wreck their pans.
Right, okay.
So the tin foil really works because it's just gonna put it in there.
Oh, and so it just sizzles on
then
contact.
just sizzle in contact.
This is saving on dishes. So what is this? This is a tomatillo.
This is a tomatillo, so that's family of the gooseberry. And all you have to do is peel it,
Okay.
right? You can put it on water, and then sometimes it's sticky.
Yeah.
And then it helps you to wash it off.
And so we're cooking this ahead of time with some...
Some tomatillos, some garlic, some onion, and how spicy you like it.
I'm kind of a wimp, honestly. But you do it how you want.
I'm gonna put 2. I'm gonna leave that one in there. And then we're gonna just char it for a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna just blend it.
Okay, but luckily you charred some beforehand, right?
That's right. We got this happening. So
Yeah.
this one here.
All right.
So that's basically how it looks like after it's charred.
The pan is easy to clean.
And you don't have to do anything at home. It's just
Yeah.
a clean pan.
I love it.
Lovely. Okay.
Anything that saves on dishes.
Exactly.
So we're gonna just puree this right now?
We're gonna puree this right now, and so we're gonna have here the blender.
Right, I'm excited.
And then we're just
So
gonna put
did
some water.
roasting the chilies make it less spicy?
It just brings that flavor that you wanna have, which is very smoky.
Okay.
You can have this one, all this recipe done with avocado or with avocado.
Okay.
Whatever you
With or
feel
without
like.
avocado, you mean?
Yeah. And then we
Okay.
have a knife, and then we can just gonna put it here. You're gonna just
Did you say you
help
need
me
some
out.
water?
Yeah, just to give a little bit of a
I'll
running.
grab you some water. How much do you think?
Just like a cup,
Okay.
something like that. just to help the blender going.
Okay, water too.
And as well as this. Wanna help me with
Oh,
peeling
yes,
the
drop it.
garlic?
Oh, I get to be chef's helper now. I love it.
Just for one segment.
Just for 1 second. It's no. I love it. It's just like it takes away all the pressure.
And then you choose if you're gonna put 1 or 2 jalapenos.
Well, no, you choose. You choose. This is
Okay, I'll put it 2.
You put the seeds. Okay. Oh my god.
And then we get some water.
Okay, sorry. Don't watch out. I'm gonna
put it
cut
right
you that
here.
knife.
And then you might just wanna have this happening.
You start with half. I like this. I like salsas that are made in a blender. Makes your life a lot easier.
And then you can see all these chunks of
Yeah.
like char chunks in there.
Yeah, yeah,
which
I love it.
It's really nice.
Okay, and then we're gonna put
And
avocado in
We're
there.
gonna put avocado in there.
Okay,
Just
do you want me to
chop it
chop
right
up some
away.
cilantro for you?
Super fast.
All right. And is this enough cilantro?
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And as chunky as that, it's pretty good.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome.
Super,
okay.
super fast.
So now you're gonna show us how to heat up your tortillas, right?
Correct. So
Okay. And I believe
Hot
you're saying
pan.
there's two different ways.
There's 2 different ways.
Okay.
At home, we just reheat it super dry like that. So you just want to make sure that your pan is completely scorching hot. That's one thing.
Is that hot enough?
So let's just bring it to a super hot.
Okay.
And then you're just gonna put 1 tortilla like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you wanna do that. My Mexican mom will probably tell me, what are you doing with this?
What are you doing with this?
With
What
this,
was
you
she-
use your hands.
Oh, you're supposed to use your hands.
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
and then you got it like that. We'll be finishing this, perfect.
I'm just gonna
Lovely.
take a smell. I love how you can really smell the corn. Like it smells incredible. So I'm gonna keep that covered so that we don't lose any of our steam. So now you were talking about doing this a different way. With birria, you always do what?
That's
you
right.
Dip it in the sauce,
So
right?
you can put it on the sauce like that,
Okay.
and then
Okay. Ooh. That's very cool. So it just like flavors the tortilla a little bit?
yeah, so
Okay.
that adds flavor to the tortilla. Kind of adds a little bit of more flavor to your taco.
Okay. Okay, wait.
Now you have this,
Okay.
a nice char.
Okay.
Then we're gonna just put 1 in here for you, and then the other one coming out right now.
Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. All right, maybe let's swap these 2 pans around so that we can access our, yes, perfect. I love the swirl, that was good. Looks very professional. Okay, so you were gonna show me how you would build these
The
Mexican
Mexican way?
The Mexican way. So you're saying this is Mexico City style?
Yeah, super simple. It's just a good tortilla, cilantro, onion, salsa, and that is it.
All right, okay, so I'm gonna show you, well, you already know, but how I do Canadian tacos.
Let's do it.
Okay, so same thing, I would stack them up exactly the same way you did. But of course, it's gotta have cheese, and I'm using some sheep feta, which is kind of similar to the Mexican cojita, is that how
Yep.
you pronounce it? Yeah. And then salsa, so we'll do some green, some red, so very similar.
Oh, look
Okay.
at those guys.
Yeah, and then I like to do some
Avocado for
avocado, yeah. Then always the slaw.
sure.
The cabbage slaw. This
I'm
is-
getting used to it.
You're getting-
I'm liking it.
You're liking it. You're
Yeah,
liking it.
I'm
You
liking
approve.
it.
It gets the approval. Then I brought some pickled red jalapenos.
Oh, you got the heat going in here.
Yeah, I know this one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat these after this, but I like the color. So we'll just put it on a couple of them in the middle, and then some cilantro. So they're kind of overloaded, maybe.
Uh-huh. You got a good foundation. You got a nice tortilla. You got a nice birria.
Yeah. Do you want some
Yeah,
lime? Do you ever
sure.
do lime?
Let's do limes for sure.
Yeah. Here, you take some. There we go. 1 for each taco, probably. All right.
All right.
So Canadian versus Mexican style.
You guys gotta go like this.
Looks amazing.
Look at all these limes in there. Perfect.
All right, there you have it. Mexican style and Canadian style beef birria tacos.
Pairings are brought to you by Liquor Plus. Discover the plus.
We've got 2 styles of tacos with lots of big flavors, and I'm interested to know how we can pair this with a beverage. Here to help us is Wade Moore from Yellow Dog or Neighborhood. Where are we from?
Kind of both, but
both?
today we're gonna taste some beer from Neighborhood Brewing, which is actually sort of like the sister brewing from Yellow Dog.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. I get
Yeah,
it. I get
I
it.
brought their Way of Life Hazy IPA, which I think will pair nicely, and yeah.
Why? What's going on with the hazy IPA? Why is it going to?
I think it's just like some fun and tropical and citrus notes and things like that. It'll tie in nicely with some tacos,
right, let's try
and
it
be
out,
like
let's try
a vacation. Yeah.
Yeah. Long overdue.
Yeah. So I'll just pour a little bit. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
I love that sound.
Yeah, I can smell it already. Nice
Yeah.
and fun and tropical.
It's going to go well with the tacos. Now, I've got a question for you. Do you want to try the Mexican take on these tacos or the Canadian take?
I love Israel's tacos and things like
Yeah.
that, so no disrespect to you, but I
No,
think my first go, I might lean the traditional Mexican way on
Oh
this
yeah,
one.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a
All right,
big
so
fan.
that actually kind of worked out because I put the Mexican one.
Yeah,
first.
no, I like where you're going with that for sure.
Okay, all right, first, cheers.
Yeah, cheers, thanks.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Nice little, don't you feel like you're on a vacation
Yes,
already?
100%. I almost want to squeeze some lime into that.
I'm gonna squeeze a little lime on this.
Okay, so I have to show you how Israel showed us
Yeah,
how to eat
okay,
tacos the Mexican
walk me through
way.
this, yeah.
Right, because you don't want to drip it on your clothes, so you got to tilt your head sideways and take a bite this way. Okay, you ready?
I think
1,
so.
2.
Which way should I tilt?
Oh, well, you got to go that
Should I
way.
tilt into you or no?
No, that way. Pretty good, hey?
I think I need to hit some beer with this though.
Yeah, for sure.
And those shells are so good too.
I know, right? That is really good. It tastes like I just added more salsa. You know? How do you like it with the tacos?
It's good, like I said, I thought with some of those like tropical kind of citrus notes, ties it nicely there. And yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
You know, I'm gonna call Thai.
Tie between the two?
Just, you know, just to
thank you.
not pick favorites. But yeah, no, I think it's excellent, yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Cheers.
thanks for having me, that's great.
This was delicious.
Yeah, thank you, yeah, the tacos are awesome.
Show us your take on this recipe. Tag us on social media at Chef Heidi Think and at CHEK Media. I'm Chef Heidi Think. The more you learn, the better it tastes.
I'm gonna go back in for,
Go back in for some Mexican tacos?
yeah, I'm gonna go back to Mexico here.
I like the slaw. That's what I like. It's just so fresh. This is a really good pairing. I like it a lot.